If you run PraisonAI MCP services, load PyTorch Lightning checkpoints, operate Feast feature servers, or manage OpenShift GitOps, check patches and exposure today. The practical risk is unauthenticated access, model workflow compromise, resource exhaustion, or role disruption in systems that often sit close to AI and cloud automation. First, CVE 2026-61427 FX PraisonAI before April 6, 78. NBD describes the MCP HTTP stream transport as exposed without authentication by default when no API key is configured. That matters because MCP servers can connect AI assistants to tools, context, and automation. The defensive move is simple: upgrade, require authentication, avoid public exposure, put the service behind trusted access controls, and review logs for unexpected remote sessions. Second, CVE 2026-58659 affects PyTorch Lightning through 2.6.5. NBD describes a remote code execution issue in checkpoint loading where attacker-controlled module names in checkpoint hyperparameters can be imported and executed. The safe practice is to treat model and training checkpoints like executable supply chain artifacts. Only load checkpoints from trusted sources, update to a fixed commit or vendor release, scan storage locations, and isolate training or evaluation jobs that process outside files. Third, CVE 2026-23538 affects the Feast feature server chat WebSocket endpoint. NBD says remote attackers can establish persistent unauthenticated WebSocket connections and exhaust server resources. Feast is commonly used around machine learning feature workflows, so availability matters. Defenders should require authentication in front of exposed endpoints, rate limit connection attempts, monitor CPU and memory pressure, and place feature services behind gateways rather than directly on the internet. Fourth, CVE 2026-14251 affects the OpenShift GitOps operator. Red Hat describes a ClusterRole reconciler ownership validation flaw where a namespace-scoped Argo CD instance can cause deletion of a ClusterRole owned by a cluster-scoped instance through a name collision. The impact is disruption of GitOps permissions and control plane reliability, not a flashy exploit chain. Update affected operator versions and watch for unexpected role deletion or reconciliation events. The bigger lesson is that AI security is not only model prompts. It is authentication on agent transports, safe handling of model files, resource controls around ML services, and least privilege in automation platforms. Patch quickly, remove unnecessary internet exposure, require identity controls, rotate secrets if exposure is suspected, and follow the official advisories linked below. This briefing is defensive only and includes no exploit code or attack steps.